Alright, boys and girls, welcome to Garden Guitar and to Wish Week. We have Maisie Peters here with Cate's brother, and this is you and Daisy who wished for this song. So this is special for you and all you Maisie Peters fans. So we're gonna go with some punk rock style here, fast strumming sometimes. So we'll look at this song, Cool, from Cate's brothers, Maisie Peters. Anyway, so we have a song that goes with a lot of bar chords. You can choose to go with the bar chord. We can also choose to go different routes here with some chords. So we're gonna look at this together, and we don't need any capo for this. All right, so this song has 5 chords with it, so we're gonna really look into these chords and see what we can do about it. So we're gonna start with E, and this is just a plain E here, like open E, second A, second D, first G, open B, and open E. All right, then we have the next chord A, and this is optional if we want to go with this A over here or with the bar chord, and I'm gonna show you the pros and cons with each and every chord here with both of these variations of A. So the first A is open A, second D, second G, second B, and open E. Okay, that's the first A, and then the bar chord A is with the bar on the 5th position here. You bar all strings there, and then you need to add 7th on A, 7th on D, and 6th on G. So depending on where we are in the song, verse or chorus and so, perhaps this A is easier than this one since we are working more in this area. Okay, so that is the reason for me to bring up both of these variations. We'll come to that later. The next chord is the G sharp. Okay, so that's a bar on the 4th fret, and you bar all strings there, and then you need to add 6 on A and 6 on D, and that is actually enough because for this chord, so we're gonna just have a kick on the bass strings like this, so you don't have to care about the strings down there. So actually, if you don't want to, you don't have to have a bar there. That's really how the chord goes. And but it's just enough to hold the 4th fret on E string if you want to, and then 6 on A and 6 on D. Just a quick kick on that chord is what we need. Then we have the B sus. We're gonna go with the sus version, and that is to have a bar on the 2nd fret, and you bar 5 strings from bottom up like this. You don't have to bar the 6th E string there. So 5 strings, and then you need to add 4th on D and 4th on G. That's the B sus chord. And then finally we have the C sharp minor. All right, so that's a bar chord again on the 4th fret. That's where you put your index finger and bar 5 strings in the same way as the B sus chord. And then you need to add 6 on D, 6 on G, and 5th on B. And there you have all the chords. So E, then A, G sharp, B sus, and C sharp minor. That's what we're gonna work with. So we're gonna look into the song and start with the intro. It goes like this. All right. So we're gonna play E, down, down, pause. So if you wanna put a muting on that after you play the 2 downs, that's perfect. So you do that in a way that you lean your hand on the strings, or you just lean a finger like mine, a little pinky there in front of the chord, or you just lift off and try to kind of kill the sound as fast as possible between these chords. So you're gonna play E, 2 downs, and then A, 2 downs, and a muting after that, and then comes down on A again, then the G sharp, and then the B sus. And no need for any muting here. Here you want to strings to ring out. Okay, so you just mute the first two chords, E, down, down, and A, down, down, mute, and then A, G, B, you want them to ring out. So this is the reason why I had two different variations of A, since we have this G sharp here. So jump from this A to G sharp could be a little bit tricky, then back to this B. So that's the reason for me having this A over here with the bar chord. So if you go with this version of A, you have just this transition here, okay? So from A to G sharp and then to B would be more natural than jump from this A to G sharp and then back to B. So it's up to you to choose whatever A you want in this song, and yeah, I give you this choice. So if you play this, I would go with the bar chord A, okay? That's what I would do. So I would go from E and then go over to this position, and I'm ready to do this motion. So like this. Feels more natural. All right, so in this case, I believe the bar chord A is smoother to use. Okay, so that is the intro, E, A, G, and B. Now, into the first verse, it's pretty similar. You're gonna play E 2 times like this, then A, then C sharp minor, and then A. So E, like this, E, A, C, C, A. And again, since we are moving around the C sharp minor, I think it's easier to go A, C, A than A, C, A. All right. So again, this is easier to go with the bar chord A in my belief. So that is the verse play. You're gonna play that part for 4 rounds. So okay, 2 rounds there, you play for 4, and that is the verse play, first one. The first pre-chorus then goes B sus, 2 downs, then A, 2 downs, then B sus, 2 downs, and A, 1 down. And here you work in this area a little bit more. So here I would choose to go with this A, all right? So it all depends where you are working now. So if you think it's too much to go with all these fingers on A, you could go with the sus version also. So that means you lift off this second B string, have that open as well. So it will be B sus and A sus. Perhaps that is easier for you since we have a lot of chord switches here, just to mention it, all right? So I'm gonna play like this. And it rings out for a long time, this A. So it's B sus 2 times, then A 2 times, and then B sus again 2 times, and then just once on this A. And it rings out for a long time. You do it only for this one chord progression, B sus 2, A2, B sus 2, and A1. Okay, over now to the first chorus. And this first chorus differs a little bit from the second one. We'll see that later because it adds up in tempo. In the second one, this first is just 1 down per chord. Okay, so the chord progression now will be E, then A, then C sharp minor, and then B. All right, you're gonna play that for the first, the second, and the 4th round. This is a total of 4 rounds in this chorus. So the first, second, and this final 4th round is played like that: E, A, C sharp, and B. But the 3rd round goes C sharp, 1 down, then A, 1 down, and then B, 2 downs. That is the third round. So after the third round, you go back again, play the fourth round in the same way as you learned for the first and second, E, A, C sharp, and B. That is the first chorus. And then after that comes the post-chorus part, and that is simply to play the intro we learned. Is the E, A, G, B. Okay? So you're gonna play that for 2 rounds, and that is the post-chorus part. So that is the first round. Now the second round, the second verse, now you will notice it adds up in tempo. You get this punk rockish style. You can go either way. If you really want to work, then down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. You have to work a lot with your strumming, but you can simplify this a lot. And yeah, we're gonna look at the chords first. We have E, then A, C sharp, and A. So now you choose either way if you want to go with this A or this A. It's up to you, okay? I would go now maybe with this A. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's up to you anyway. And I will recommend to start to practice this song with just 4 playing down. So that means you're gonna play 1 string around that goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So. That is what I would recommend. And yeah, it's easier and it's like a step in the right direction. If you want to really go into it, then you would do it twice as fast. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up in that motion. Okay, so something like that. All right. So you're gonna play E, A, C sharp, and back to A. You're gonna play that for 4 rounds. Okay. So yeah, you really want to work now with the downs, and that is the second verse basically. E, A, C sharp minor, and A, 4 rounds. Then over to the second pre-chorus, and that is playing exact same way as the first one. Okay, so B sus A, B sus A with these 2 downs on this chord. So. Like that. Okay, so that is the second pre-chorus, and the second chorus I mentioned it also gets faster. You're gonna work with the same kind of strumming as in the verse, and you're gonna play it in almost the same way. You have E, the down, 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 then A, down, 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 then you have the C sharp minor, down, 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 but instead of having the A, you go now to the B sus, okay? So the chord progression will be E, A, C sharp, and B sus. Okay, for the first, second, and fourth round. The third round is C sharp minor, A, and B. And B, you hold it twice as long, so. That, and then you go back and play E, A, C sharp, and B sus. So 4 rounds in total, and that is the second chorus. After that, you come to the bridge part, okay? And that happens about 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the song. And yeah, I forgot to mention you have the post-chorus part as well here after the chorus, and it's played in the same way as the first one. After the second post-chorus, now it's the bridge part. So what you're gonna do there is to play verse number 1, okay? We had that. You're gonna play that part for 2 rounds, and then you're gonna play C sharp, A, B, and B, so it will be and then you're gonna play again C sharp, A, and and a long pause there during the vocals, and that ends the bridge parts. Okay, so to summarize that one, it was to play verse 1 for 2 rounds, and then C sharp, A, B, 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 and then C sharp, A, and a big pause. Okay, so that is the bridge part, and after that we have just the outro part left, and that means to play the intro play, the E, A, G, B for 1 round. And then you're gonna play the verse play, number 1, the E, A, C sharp, A, for 1 round. And that is the end of this cute little rock song from Maisie Peters called Cate's Brother. So yeah, Anna Daisy, hope I could explain this for you in a simple and easy way. And nice to see something different here. So I'm not always used to get these kind of punk rock songs here on Gorn Guitar, but anyway, everything is playable. Of course, this one is for a guitar. And yeah, if this was helpful and educational and it took you one step closer to handle this song, then give me a like on this one. And yeah, thank you for watching. And play tuned.